what is the harsh reality about the Toronto hip-hop scene?
One of the victims, a prominent rapper with ties to Toronto's hip-hop scene.
It's a combination of things. We always had something to prove as far as our street cred and that, because people have always thought, oh, Canada, you guys must be soft, right? So we've proven over the years as a world-class mega city that has more millions of people than a lot of American cities, that shit goes down over here. That's proven. But besides that, we have a lack of opportunities. So these kids are willing to crash out to get more clout, and they'll think, okay, maybe that will get me out of my situation, but it ends up being counterproductive, especially for a country like Canada where it doesn't push grimy thug hip hop or thug music. If it was America and these guys are crashing out, they'd be rewarded. And even like TK before he went to jail, record companies signed him off of the strength of the race. So they're willing to put money behind the crash out because they know they can exploit it amongst the 50 states and not have to worry about Canada. So it's kind of counterproductive for us to try to use the same methods as people in America, because it limits us, because yes, we'll get the popularity, but we can't go past the border.
List former or even current prominent Toronto rappers, and then let us know what happened to them. Robin Banks, we saw, eventually he was shot up. Well,
paralyzed. Bizloke had a bright future. He was getting a lot of people who were tuning into his image as well as his music, because his music was great. But his image was so high profile at the point, or like high profile for Toronto, that people were mimicking it. He had the cosign from Drake. You know what I'm saying? Drake was following him. Drake was like already watching his trajectory. So he could have been one of the next ones. He's in jail, probably for the next 7 years or something like that. Another person who had a lot of potential, Booggz. Booggz had a record deal for various hundreds of thousands of dollars. He has 2 Drake features. He has a Canadian underground classic in the form of Black Challenger. However, right now he's currently sitting and we don't know what his fate is gonna be. Another example, Duvy. Duvy was probably top 3 of the Toronto rappers out of the underground before his incarceration. And he's still one of the top rappers while being incarcerated. He had multiple record deals. Meek Mill wanted to sign him. A whole bunch of other people wanted to sign him. Not around right now to be able to enjoy the spoils. Houdini, R.I.P. I met Houdini a few times, and he was doing the banjo thing. Once you start seeing, like back then in 2019, that means, okay, you're about to blow up. And he was in so many rooms. Have you seen some of the footage that has come out lately of like Pop Smoke and all these different people? He was right there. So he was on his way to the top. To be honest, he probably would have been bigger than Pressa if he stayed alive. Smoke Dawg definitely, dude, the international appeal that Smoke Dawg had. He had so many people in the UK collaborating with him. He had a song with AJ Tracy before he passed away. The Drake cosign. Mustafa is going crazy right now. If Smoke Dawg was alive right now, it would be him and Mustafa running the world. I think honestly, if Smoke Dawg was alive right now, he'd be the main rapper in the scene right now.
You could argue maybe just the Wassas were able to escape that like Toronto curse where once you get a little fame.
No, Pressa and Boondog maybe, and YG to a degree. Look what we just mentioned earlier, Robin Banks, who was the foundation of that. Burna Bandz, currently incarcerated. Another prominent member of their crew with millions of views on multiple music videos. He had late nights, him and Houdini, R.I.P., which was one of the biggest songs in Toronto, in the Toronto underground history. It probably has 20 million views on YouTube right now. He's in jail. There's guys that are in their crew that passed away, YS. There's so many guys who passed away in their crew. So yes, there's a couple of guys who made it through, but at what cost? 21 neat, 22 neat, both in jail. Call up twin, one of them passed away, the other one is still out here doing his thing. Took a lot of L's to be able to get here.